You're about to listen to TADPOG, Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
And welcome to another TADPOG podcast. That stands for Tyler and Dave and Ian Play Old Games. This week, we're not going to play any old games at all. Again.
They were certain. They were certain this time.
We're getting Dracula.
This time, we're getting Dracula.
No, it's a 2-day turnaround, so fuck that. So instead, we're going to have fun again.
I like fun.
Yeah, me too. So I took a shot yesterday called Ozempic.
What is it?
So
Ozempic.
So we'll see, because I crested that. I got blood work done. They were like, yeah, you're over that diabetes line. So
Really?
we're going to put you on Ozempic.
I thought you were doing good.
I was until my other insurance company said, oh, yeah, we're not paying for your medication to get rid of that anymore.
Oh, fuck.
So then it crept back up. And then now that I'm on Melissa's new good insurance, my doctor was like, here, Ozempic. And then the pharmacy was like, oh, yeah, this insurance will pay for it. Here you go. So
Nice.
So hopefully that will lead to weight loss, which will curb the whole issue.
Well, good. I mean, I hate that you have to be on medication.
I mean, in theory, I shouldn't have to be, but find time to work out and not try to eat in a hurry and just get shit done is real hard.
I agree.
Not like it used to be, where I could be like, I'm going to do 2 hours of P90X a day. It's fine.
Right.
I can't do that shit anymore.
Maybe Jack could get into it with you.
It's true, yeah.
I have a really strong baby. I've seen a strong baby on YouTube. You guys seen the strong baby?
No, I haven't seen that.
Pretty strong.
He's a baby, you see. Turns out he's strong.
More than your average baby.
Even your strong baby.
Even a strong baby. This is like stronger baby. Well, we're talking about doing some calls, doing some drafts, having a good time. Anything else? That's all that's happened to me in the last 2 days since we last recorded. What about you guys? Anything?
I got a roof.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's done?
It's done.
That's awesome.
Took him a couple of days.
That's great.
They got started on Tuesday and showed up right on time, immediately just started tearing it up. They knew they had a plan and they ran with it.
How did the dogs do?
Better than my wife. So they got there about 7 and started work, and the dogs were more concerned with the guys outside the windows, like
Sure.
going up and down the ladders and stuff.
It can't see the roof.
But even
right?
when the
So-
banging and the, everything started, they were reasonably all right with it. Tanya, however, for 2 days, trapped in that house, listening to bang, 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 bang constantly,
Yeah.
it was unnerving for her.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't want to be there.
on top of that, so we all know that Tanya has her health challenges.
Right.
And so the problem with having several health challenges is that when you experience a symptom or a problem or something going on that could be correlated with your condition, you immediately assume it has something to do with the condition, and you take action to correct it like you normally would. So Tanya was at home. I was at the office. She was at home. They were all doing their thing, and they were on the back part of the house on the roof. And at one point, I'd say, midday, she said that she started just feeling awful, like just feeling real bad, got a real bad headache and was just feeling gross, sick to her stomach and just not having a real easy time of it. And these are all things that, she experiences from time to time, but rarely do these things occur all at the same time. And so she's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. She's like, I need some fresh air. So she goes, because it was warm on Tuesday. And so she cracked some windows around the house and everything. And she goes to the back and goes to open the windows in the back, in our laundry room in the back of our house. And notices that the vent pipe for the water heater has been knocked out, and the water heater is now venting its exhaust into our house.
Oh, fuck.
Those have exhaust?
Yeah. It was a gas water heater. And so there's an exhaust vent at the top.
Okay. When I go home, I'm going to look. I believe you, but I've never noticed.
It just lets the exhaust from the gas fumes out through a pipe in the roof. And part of the roofer's thing is they're replacing all of our vent pipes and all of our gas, all of our pipes. And
so she got monoxide
she
out.
was in the process of being carbon monoxide poisoned to death. And
that's what the exhaust is?
Yes.
Holy
and she
crap.
was actually on the verge. She said she was on the verge of passing out. And she said, I didn't think anything of it because the dogs weren't acting strange. And I'm like, the dogs are way down here. The carbon monoxide is all at the top and you're up there. Your head is up there. So you were getting those effects first. If she could have died. Like, it was like that bad. And so she stuck her head out the door and talked to the guy that was out there. And was like, hey, could you come take a look at this? I think I might need your help with something. And he goes in and he's like, oh shit. Yeah, no, we gotta fix that.
Shit. I mean, that's normal. This happens. There you go. Don't sue. It's fine.
I bet you wondered why the roof was $55,000.
Well, it wasn't. It really wasn't any fault of theirs. It just happened. It was just, for whatever reason, the pipe came loose, and it's the inside pipe that connects to the outside pipe.
Okay.
And there just wasn't. I think they expected that more of it goes up into the roof part, but it didn't. And so, he was like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, we need to fix this right now. And then you need to open all your windows and turn on your air conditioner.
So I'm just going to tell you how to do it. I'll be out here.
But anyway, so she's fine. But yeah, she had that little bit of a scare. And then,
that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to buy in carbon monoxide detector?
And that's the other thing too. We had been putting off,
shaped like Garfield, please.
I kept forgetting.
It detects carbon monoxide and lasagna.
And Mondays. Goes off every Monday.
All day long. 12 to 12 every Monday.
A little robotic Monday.
I've watched some videos that definitely have the Garfield carbon monoxide detector. I've seen those before.
It's been on my list to get detectors for a while, and I just keep forgetting to get them. I meant to pick up, because we need new smoke detectors too.
Yeah.
And
they hopefully combine them, because
they
I've
do.
been told that ours does detect carbon monoxide.
John was telling me the other day that he has the kind that do both. So we're going to go get a couple of those.
Just a detector.
This weekend. It just detects.
Just a detector.
Detects
what does it
everything.
do? Yeah.
What does it detect? Everything. I'm going to go get those this weekend, and we're going to get that hopefully
good
handled. But aside from that little snafu, the roof install went well. They came back yesterday morning. And there's a really good company doing it, because like Tuesday night, it was supposed to storm real bad, and the winds were real high, and I asked them ahead of time, I'm like, is this going to be a problem? Because they had, half our roof torn off. They said, yeah, we're going to cover it all with tarps and lay packs of shingles on it, real heavy packs of shingles on it to hold down the tarps, and they'll be good overnight. It happens all the time. So I got home from work, and after hearing Tanya's story, I walked out and was looking at the new roof, and where they had put the tarps, in one spot it was kind of bowed up. The wind was catching it, and it was getting real high up there. And so I text the guy, I'm like, with a picture, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to be a bother, but is this going to be an issue if it rains? And the guy immediately calls me, and he's like, I was almost home, which is Murray, by the way, which is 45 minutes away from here. But I'm turning around because we need to fix that. So he did. He turned around. He came all the way back to Paducah.
That's a good guy who could just been like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. They came back to Paducah. He got a couple of guys. They went up there and fixed that. So that was nice. And then today, or yesterday morning, they came back. And I felt real bad for them for having to do that. So I actually went and had bought donuts for my office for my coworkers, and I bought them. Yeah.
The good shit.
Yeah, I live real close to Red, so it's nice to just be able to go boop and get them. But I got an extra dozen and gave it to the roofers so they could have some delicious donuts.
It's good. It's
And
nice.
they got the roof done by like noon. And we're gone. And the guy came back today and inspected. And they came in. They didn't have to buy anything else. There wasn't any surprises. You know, I was worried that there was going to be.
It's because you bought donuts.
See, I think it is.
You dextered him.
I did. I got them good. But he said they came in on the materials that they originally needed or quoted. You know, so hopefully my original quote stands and we'll be good to go on that. But yeah, it was good. They were good. But Tanya told me, I asked her before I left to come here, I was like, how are you doing today? She's like, better.
Yeah.
Because
Not
she
being
said
poisoned.
well, not being
Oxygenated.
poisoned, and then the noise. She said it was driving her fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
It was because there was 5 guys up on the roof just banging with hammers and nail guns
love
and
their
slapping
burners.
boards, and it was rough. She was having a rough go of it. So yeah, I was worried that the dogs were going to have more problems than anyone, and they according to her, they just slept through the whole thing.
Smart.
Could have been the carbon monoxide. I don't know.
They're still asleep, man. They were worn out.
They haven't even eaten or gone to the bathroom. They haven't even moved for
tired.
some reason. It's weird. They're cold too. I went to pet Penny and she was really cold. No, that's sad. Don't say that. But anyway, and then the other thing I wanted to mention, I know, and this is the last time I'm going to bring this one up, but I mentioned C, the show I've been watching.
With Jason Momoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 seasons and done. There's no more that I
Seasons.
know of.
Seasons.
Seasons.
See sons.
See
All his sons.
sons.
Yeah.
From all
No, that's One Piece,
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
which I'm watching now.
You're watching One Piece?
I started the live action
Okay.
One Piece on Netflix. I might go back and watch the anime, but I wanted to get broad strokes of what the show is about, so I started that today. But anyway,
I've heard it's pretty good.
listen, I've watched about halfway through the first episode of One Piece, and so far I've really enjoyed it. It's just been it's got my attention already, so that's a good thing. But C ended up being 3 seasons, about 8 or 9 episodes apiece. Over the course of the show, it just kept getting better and better and better. The casting was perfect. The writing was brilliant. The storytelling was paced just right. It ended on it ended at the right time. It ended in the right way as far as I was concerned.
That's nice.
This one is kind of a sleeper. I cannot recommend this show enough. And I was kind of, it was funny how it started off, well, I'm just watching this thing. And then about season 2, I'm like, this is pretty good. By the time season 3 was over, I'm like, Jesus, that was fucking amazing. So high recommend for anyone interested. It should be a fairly easy watch. 5 stars.
Damn.
Wisdom Sage says, check this one
Get
out.
Pregnant by Jason Momoa.
Huh?
Plat, plat.
5 stars. Get Pregnant by Jason Momoa.
Yes. Go for it. Do it. Because I would. He's really great in the show. Dave Bautista has a part in the show. I
remember you
mentioned
mentioning that,
he's
yeah.
really great in it, and all the other actors that are in it play their roles to a T. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is a real sleeper. Like I said, Apple TV Plus launched with this one, and I can't believe I haven't seen it before now. I was very, very, very pleasantly surprised, and I think you will be too. So for those of you interested, check it out. And I think that's all I got.
Dave?
Glad your roof worked out.
Thanks.
That's good.
I am too. I don't like having to pay for it, but it is actually really nice to know that after having lived there for, I mean, we've been there for 16 years, 17 years, knowing that we needed a roof this whole, and dude, some of the stuff they pulled off the rafters, some of the boards were rotten. I mean, we needed that fucking roof. So yes, thank you, because it's nice to know that the roof is in good shape.
Yeah.
And it has, I got 50 years of worry-free roof, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And if you sell the house, that's good too.
Yeah, we probably never will, but it will help appraise the place for, you know, we're going to probably refinance our mortgage and do a bunch of other stuff this year if we can. So that will go a long way towards increasing its value.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to change my homeowner's insurance and my car insurance, and one of the I ended up I'm not going to go into why, but I ended up having to call the company to work out an issue that I was having with online purchasing. And at one point they asked me, okay, so how long has it been since the roof's been replaced on your house? I was like, 6 hours. And they're like, what are you talking, today? I was like, yeah, I literally today had a new roof put on my house. And like,
Bill, he said today. We don't have that option.
is there a 0 in the list? And he was like, yeah, okay. You could tell that's never that's
Right.
never
Can you
been
call
the
back
answer.
in a year? We don't know what to do.
That's never been the answer. So anyway, go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14. It's a
Hell
game.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Critically acclaimed MMORPG with up to a, I don't know if there's a trial. I don't know the copy pasta that well, but I can't remember what I said about it 2 days ago, but I did get minor to 90.
You got 20 levels in botanist driving back from
Yeah, you were talking about your drive back from
Nolan.
Law.
That botanist is at level 88 as of today.
Nice.
So 2 more levels on that, and then I can, in theory, be ready to gather anything in the game.
Okay.
Because those are the 3 gathering classes.
As a botanist, what do you do with? Is it just gathering, or does it come with a supplemental skill like poisoning, for example?
It's just gathering.
Just gathering.
Yeah, it's not like in WoW where, oh man, I remember like leveling up gathering jobs in WoW because they'd give you a perk, and it's like a perk would be really good in PvP.
Right.
But no, it's just gathering
Resource.
stuff.
But you get better and more, right?
Yeah,
Better and more resources.
You get better and more, and you get access to more skills.
Now that can be converted into currency.
It can be.
That could really be lucrative, right? As a
in theory
GM gatherer or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in theory. The reason I wanted to level all those up is because I want to get every job to 90.
Okay.
And I want to work on crafting, but I want to do it real cheap as possible.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'm not in a rush.
Sure.
I'm not in a rush to get the crafting jobs to 90. It'll happen when it happens. So I'm not about the spending bunches of gil on the market board just to get them to 90 as quick as possible.
Sure.
Plus, I kind of like leveling gathering's been really nice because it let me do something I haven't done in a long time, which is listen to podcasts.
Just chill and listen to podcasts and play.
And
that's
music
awesome.
and Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, it's been nice just to kind of like put something on and then just, go to location and there's a gathering log where it's like all the potential things that you can gather from locations in the game. So that's in the game. So you can kind of go through and be like, oh, okay, well, I haven't gotten this, so let me fly over there and get that.
Nice.
And then
That's what I did in culinary school. Fishing, and everybody loves ramen. and then Malcolm in the middle, just fish and enjoy and eat a stack of pizzas and drink a gallon of Gatorades.
Yeah, that's the life. It sounds pretty good. So yeah, that's been nice. Fishing is, I know I've talked about fishing before, but talking about the gathering log really made me think about fishing, because that's got like an extensive log
of like different fish to catch and stuff.
There's so many fish in the game. There's so many different kinds of
and
fish.
people wonder why like they charge money for games like this. You know, like what are these fucking devs even doing? Coming up with 10,000 kinds of fish.
All right, fictional fish.
Let's
drafting
go. Nemo, I got Nemo.
Moat carp.
Yeah, moat carp. That's a good one.
That big thing from the Star Wars Phantom Menace.
Yep, there's always a bigger
Always
fish.
a bigger fish. Yeah.
Flounder from the Little Mermaid.
There you go. Wanda from A Fish Called Wanda.
There you go. I'll take your word on that one. I don't know.
Real big.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
Real big fish. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, man. I liked Real Big Fish a whole bunch in high school. I still kind of do. I don't like listen to them regularly or anything, but every now and then I'm like, yeah, Real Big Fish existed.
What song by Real Big Fish would I recognize?
Probably.
The one with the trumpets.
Oh, is it one of those? Is it
Yeah,
like
big one
those
with the
ska
trumpets?
bands? Yeah.
The one that
Okay.
makes you think about mozzarella
Yes. Yes, I know the one.
Cuban bee.
Cuban bee.
Yeah. How did we get on that? Oh, fish. Yeah.
In Final Fantasy.
I don't mind paying because I work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like one of those things where it's like I totally get it. Like if you don't want to pay, like I get it. I get it.
I do
Subscription
too.
fees it's just kind of.
If you want the thing,
Yeah.
you pay for it.
Yeah, and
I
I've
get it.
played some free MMOs, and I don't know.
You could tell the difference.
Yeah. Well, because they're always in your face, it seems like. I played the Neverwinter one a while ago because I love Neverwinter Nights, right? The PC game from years ago.
Years ago. I remember when Bob McChristian was getting all worked up about that coming out.
Dude, that game ruled.
Yeah.
I love that game. You could like build your own campaigns and stuff in it.
I never played, so
it
yeah.
ruled, man.
That's awesome.
It was like Baldur's Gate, but like to the next level.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything was like 3D rendered, and it was a huge deal, especially for the time. I remember going on to like people would make persistent worlds where it's like I made this world and like there are quests and stuff here. They were like little tiny World of Warcrafts before World of Warcraft, you know. So it was neat.
Cool.
But they did a Neverwinter MMO, and it was okay, but like man. They were in your face about it was free to play, and they were in your face a lot about buying stuff. A lot.
Lord of the Rings Online was like that too. They
right?
were a little pushy, I thought. John may differ in that, but I felt like there was
He joined the military to pay for his Lord of the Rings addiction.
As you do.
But it was free to play, but there was paywalls around a lot of stuff, and sometimes it was hard to find good, awesome things to do because at the time we played it, it was a super new game,
right?
And they had fleshed it out quite a bit, but I got tired of it just because I didn't want to pay. I was probably still paying for Ultima Online at that point, and nothing will ever top that as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah, UO was great. I don't know what it's still going. I don't know what the current state is. There was a YouTube video I started watching where it's like someone who had never played UO before started playing, and they like current UO, and they made a video about it. And it was like a long video. And Nikki and I were in bed, and I'm going through like just stuff where it's like trying to find something essentially to relax and maybe fall asleep too. And I started watching that video, but like 2 minutes in, I was like, I have to stop watching this.
You're gonna want to play.
End up wanting to play. And it's like I've put a lot of work into Final Fantasy 14, and I like that game a lot. I don't know anybody who plays Ultima Online.
No.
You know what I mean?
And that is not a game to solo. You need some friends.
You need a support network. As I learned from playing on UO Renaissance, a private server. yeah, having a network goes a super long way in that game. But yeah, I don't know. Moral of the story is, I guess I don't mind paying for Final Fantasy 14. I pay extra because you can they've got an online store. I've bought things from that before. It's like, I mean, they've got some crazy shit you can buy in there. Like you want to level a job to 90 and not play the game, boom, you can buy that.
Damn.
It's wild. I mean, I wouldn't do that personally because I really enjoy leveling, but I could see like somebody doesn't like it and just wants to get.
I don't like that job, but I want the benefits of it. So bam, I got money.
Yeah. Or they just want to get to end game as quick as possible. You could buy a skip to level 90 and they have a story skip too, where it's like, yeah, it's wild.
So the object of that game is just, I want to see how much money I can spend because I'm not going to get anything from the game.
It cuts out the guild buying that then people would be paying to power. You'd be paying people to power level you. So why not just cut right to the source and
that does make sense.
So.
And they also, I feel like WoW did this as well, but they kind of, Final Fantasy 14 does this a lot. There's so many different kinds of currency where it's like, if you want to have like certain things you can only buy with like currency that you earn from PvP. It's not necessarily gil that you'll get from like selling stuff on the market board or questing. And then there's also these, there's so many different kinds of currency. There's tomestones that you get from like running dungeons and doing raids and stuff. And like I said, WoW did this too, but I feel like that's a really good way to like minimize real money trading because it's like that stuff is not that currency you can't transfer. You can transfer gil. You can trade gil with other players and stuff.
Yeah.
But the other currency you can't. And there's so many different kinds. So it's nice. I still see ads from time to time, you know. But I've never like it's not like Final Fantasy 11 where I felt like I was constantly tempted to buy was it gil in Final Fantasy 11?
Yeah.
Or GP, I can't remember. But gil, I was constantly tempted to buy gil in Final Fantasy 11 because it was hard to make money in that game.
It really was. That's why when I started fishing, it became a whole different game for me because like, oh my God, I can actually afford shit. I don't have to beg level 75 players to do everything with me constantly. I can just buy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and I feel like real money trading, I don't know, man. I'm not looking at stats or anything, but just gut feeling, I feel like it was huge in Final Fantasy 11 and minimized in Final Fantasy 14. I don't know.
How do you think Ultima Online would have been with like a shop, with like a marketplace or a shop where you could spend real world money to do it? Do you think it would have
in the day?
Yeah, in the day. I mean, do you think it would have made it more frustrating to play because you've got people who can spend money on things to help them do better than, you know, others? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. That's an interesting question, man, because like on one hand, it is, I remember I was in high school when Ultima Online came out, and I remember like I was just on the cusp of having like my first job. I think it was like one of those, and it's like I remember going to my parents and telling them I wanted to play this game, Ultima Online, that my friend Nick plays, and they were like, okay, and I was like,
but
it is. I can't remember how much it was.
It was like $12 a month.
Yeah,
a lot.
And they were like, "What?
A lot of
for
money
a video
for them.
game?
Yes,
You're a month. $12 a month? Is it cable? You know?" And it's
it was a hard sell. Yep.
Man, it was a hard sell, and so because of that, I don't know how a real world money store would have gone in the day because
it was already new territory to be paying monthly to play a game.
Right.
Fairly new territory.
Yeah. And I think looking back, I mean, I think it was totally worth it.
Because it's fuck. It absolutely was worth it.
Because I mean, you were talking about this earlier, you know, where it's like those maybe not about Ultima Online, but like for Final Fantasy 14, same thing with UO, man. I feel like they were developing stuff. You know what I mean?
And there was a lot.
Yeah, and they were paying staff to run the game. And I mean, it's like that goes a long way too, because again, like this didn't happen to me with Neverwinter, but I've played other free MMOs where it's like, oh, this thing happened and I need help from, the company.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh boy, this is gonna be a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because
the heyday was what, 2000?
I don't know.
It was about 2000, 2001. There was probably the time when it was the most like, when it was my obsession.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
all I
$12 in 2000 would be $21.93 today.
I mean,
yeah, but
Which I still feel is like that's
also
still
like
not
15, like
not
2
bad.
years ago.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, okay, sorry.
And 48 4 years from now.
Right. Yeah. Wait, that's how much I paid for a Subway sandwich today, I think. $48.
I affirmed it.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
over the next 3 months, got my Subway sandwich.
This seems fair.
When you get through your, remind me to talk about Wendy's for a sec.
Oh yeah, let's
Wendy's.
talk about surge pricing.
Have you heard about this?
Fuck yeah, they've backed down off of it after
Yeah,
public
Oh,
pressure.
did they really?
I know
Okay,
the
I did not hear that.
The CEO came out and was like, you misunderstood my words. We're not doing that."
I didn't know that part. I was still in the, oh my God, they're going to try surge pricing.
I think it'll eventually happen still.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the next. That's capitalism in game. Like that's gonna happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't it?
Digital goods will go away. Surge pricing in food will happen. Like it's just, yeah.
I mean, I can totally see. Like when I read the first article, I was like, man, that sucks. And this is not necessarily because
I'm going to have to start eating dinner at 3 p.m.
well, it's because if Wendy's does it,
Everyone's going to follow.
Everyone's gonna do it.
Especially if it nets them the
Right.
If it when it was still a thing, if it netted them the kind of profit they were expecting to net, which
Yeah.
was a lot, then
well, they were putting like $30 million total into developing and rolling it out. I mean,
they were going to do like new menu boards for every store, like digital menu boards that were connected to the internet that could automatically adjust the prices. And it was just like, it was kind of sickening.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I just wanted a fucking double cheeseburger. I don't want to have to play the market, buy low.
all right, I need 40
All right,
hamburgers.
I'm on surgepricerestaurantwatch.com.
Oh, there
I've
you
got
go.
my app up. Okay, it looks like prices are lowest right now at Wendy's. Let's go there.
You're going where the puck is going.
Yeah.
We need to develop that app.
That absolutely is gonna. If that comes as to be a thing, excuse me, where surge pricing is like a normal part of life for everything. Yeah, there's going to be apps out there that will track that you can watch in real time what the prices are, so you can be like,
then they'll be
wait
made,
for
then they'll
it,
be made illegal.
order now.
Yeah, stop scraping our menu boards. It'd be a Reddit situation, right?
Well,
No third-party Wendy's apps.
Because I started watching. There's just one, I forget her name, on TikTok that does the news that I really like. She was talking about how it's like, oh, this is the mom who gets off of work wants to go get Happy Meals for her kids because she's exhausted. Well, prices are up right when you get off work, so now she can't buy that for her kids now
unless
has
she
to do
wants
X,
to
Y, and
spend
Z.
an extra $3 per meal
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
like now
it
she's
would be.
priced out of it. Now it affects
I've been saying for years that we're getting priced out of everything. And this is a perfect example of how that starts. Now, again, I'm glad to hear that they've backed down off of it.
for now.
For now.
For now.
They'll find a more subtle way to roll it out, I'm sure.
They're boiling a frog. They all
Yeah.
are, man. They're
Yeah.
all because it's
Yeah.
all this little bits over
And
time.
we are the frog.
Because I mean, there's no way. I really, honestly don't believe, even if they rolled these out, that people would be like, no, I'm not going to eat Wendy's. Like some people would.
I think it would have.
yeah,
it would affect their
at
sales maybe,
First,
but
I think it would, but
But then everyone else,
eventually-
McDonald's would be like, oh, they haven't gone out of business yet? Oh, Well, I mean, we can do this.
It
too,
has
right?
been
And then Burger
about
King
a
be like,
month
Wait,
since I've
McDonald's is
had
doing it? You
yeah.
guys framing OJ? And then I feel like by the time everybody's doing it,
It's just normal.
It's
like
normal.
it's microtransactions. Yeah, it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
got away with it? Okay. Yeah.
Horse armor.
Now
It's
the norm.
subscription
Yep.
services. They're
I know.
going to roll out subscription services for fast food
Now you get your $10 a month subscription to Wendy's
to get
and you
this
get the
pricing,
low pricing.
to get the lowest pricing. Absolutely,
surprised
they're
that-
definitely going to do that.
I
And
mean, that's
I think they'll
yeah.
do that, a subscription service for Wendy's or whatever, before they do the surge pricing. But I mean, it would almost have to be in tandem with surge pricing. So they're going to say, well, we understand your frustration with our adoption of surge pricing. So what we have done is implemented a subscription service, and for only $6.99 a month for the first 12 months, you can get
Dude, you're right.
lowest
It's so fucking
prices
awful.
all the time. You just have to show your membership ID or scan it in the app.
You get the price 2 hours before the time you showed up.
Yeah, you
If
get
you
you
do
get the
the
3
you get 2
o'clock,
hours
the
ago.
lowest price of the day so far. That's going to be your price as a. Now, if you want to do even better than that, you subscribe to our Wendy's Plus subscription, and for only $19.99 a month, you can get 1987 prices
And a free Frosty every time
and
you go.
a free mini Frosty every single time you come to Wendy's. That is going to happen. That's kind of where I was going with bringing that up, is that, everything is going to a subscription model now, because it's easier to nickel and dime everybody forever until, and then now they're going to do it. I'm telling you, they're going to do it. That was the next phase after surge pricing, was going to be the subscription model. That is not going away. It's been put on hold. I promise you that will.
So then we
within
become further divided based on what fast food subscription. Like, you can't afford Wendy's and McDonald's, so you choose, and you have your Wendy's people and your McDonald's people, and it's the fucking North and the South again, and we go to war.
My prediction is by the end of 2025, beginning of 2026, we will start to see subscription pricing, subscription services from major fast food providers. It's the only thing left for American consumers that hasn't been turned into a subscription service yet in some form or fashion.
now I'm trying to think of things. Space heaters.
Well, I don't mean like products.
We'll
I
get
mean, yeah, eventually.
Services.
But you've got Walmart. You've got Walmart and Kroger, and all the grocery store chains have their membership plans that you can get in and you get free delivery. We never have anything you need when our personal shoppers go out there and fill their basket. So they're going to bring you a bunch of stuff you didn't order and hope that you're okay with that. Yeah, they're going to incentivize. They're going to try to incentivize you. But I'm telling you, by the end of 2025, beginning of 2026, I think if it hasn't already, it will start to become the norm to be able to subscribe to McDonald's Plus or Burger King Ultra or Wendy's Plus. It's going to be a thing. Even if surge pricing
Burger royalty. Become royalty of Burger King.
I like BK Ultra.
Royal Club. it's got it in one.
The whole ad campaign, it just writes itself.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Man, those personal shoppers, I always have experiences with them because I'm bad at using the apps and stuff. And it's like, they'll message me and be like, out of whatever, yogurt. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, hold on. Wait. But it says here that it went, it's always, there's constantly something where it's like, but I don't, well, that's weird. When I placed the order, it seemed like everything went through, but now I'm definitely like the old man. Because now it says these things are, and the guy's like,
I'm in the store, man. What do you want?
And he's in a rush. I'm not. You know what I mean? Because my attitude is like, it's groceries.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it right now. Like, if you want to deliver it in 2 hours, it's gonna be fine. Like, it's not
Take your time.
It's not
I can't take my time. I'm on your order.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I always feel bad. I tip them a fucking lot. Every
Yeah.
time I've done it, I tip them a lot. With like, I'm like, sorry, I'm
now,
an idiot.
now with Walmart, they employ their own, sort of staff of people to go pick the things from the orders and then get them ready. So
Yeah.
I've even tried tipping the Walmart people, and they don't take tips.
Oh, they don't?
Now, as far as delivery goes, I think you can tip that driver.
That stinks. You can't tip the shoppers.
But you can't tip the shopper that they'll bring it out to your car, put it in the trunk. And I tried to tip them once, and they're like, "We actually can't take a tip." I'm like, "Oh, you can take this. Come on." And they're like, the guy literally like did his eyes up towards the cameras
Big
on the
brother.
poles, and he's like, "I can't accept that. I'm sorry."
I'll leave it
I'm
under
like,
a rock.
"Oh, okay. Okay, here are
come
some
back.
coordinates.
5 minutes.
You put it in your you put it in your mouth. Give me a kiss goodbye.
Right, I can't take tips, but I could definitely kiss our
you can kiss.
customers on the mouth.
What that episode
Open mouth
of
kiss.
Louie where the cop that saves him like, have a kiss? What? I mean, if you really appreciate me saving you that much, why don't you give me a little kiss? Oh, okay. He just like kissed the cop on the lips, like, thank you.
All right, go ahead. We'll see you later.
What was the TikTok I saw about? Like, it was an old man waiting in McDonald's, and a younger person walks in, gets their food, and the old man's like, "What the hell? I ordered before him. Why does he get this food before? Oh, he ordered the app. The what? What the fuck is that?" Yeah, sorry, old man.
I don't even ask questions, man.
Part of your Wendy's Plus subscription means you get to skip ahead in the line. You get Fast Pass, like at Disney World. So when you get to Wendy's at lunch rush, there's 100 people in line. You just flash your Fast Pass and walk to the front of the line.
On the way back, I don't know why this reminded me, but on the way back from New Orleans, we stopped and ate at the smallest Popeyes in Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, that was an
Just Pops.
experience. Yeah. It was like there was no room to stand and everybody was hungry for lunch. And it was just like human Tetris, where it's just like, I mean, I didn't know what to do. It was just like, okay, I'm going to go sit down, I guess, until it dies down.
Till surge pricing's over, then I'll go get it.
When I went to buy those donuts at Red's yesterday, it's been ages since I've been in there, and it's old place.
Yeah.
It's been around for fucking decades, and I forgot how like New York deli that place is. When you go in, you just there's several people behind the counter, and everyone's packed in.
Yeah.
And they're like pointing at you over the crowd. What can I get you? And you're like, I can't see the case. I think some chocolate covered ones. What's the third one down there from the sprinkles? No. You got to like call it out.
Can I get a milk from this cooler that's clearly showing 45 degrees? That's not a health code, but I want a milk.
So yeah, your Popeyes. You got to get the Popeyes Fast Pass, man.
Nah, it's all right.
Popeyes
I'm
plus
good.
Fast Pass.
I'm good. It was just a one-time. Thing. One thing I love. I mean, I hate how expensive fast food is, but one thing I love about it is I don't feel as guilty going to real restaurants.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're paying about the
It's
same.
about the same, and it's like this food is better, and
Yep.
probably like at least a factor better for me.
I go to Thai US to get what I want for
Yeah.
what I can get at
Yeah.
McDonald's.
They got
It's
sushi
a combo. Ooh, I
and
didn't
it's,
try that.
I mean, it's not the best sushi I've had.
Yeah.
I'm not a sushi connoisseur, but it's good enough for me. I mean, the spicy tuna is good. California roll, you can't go wrong with that.
But yeah, I mean, if you're going to pay $50 to feed your family, you might as well do it at
A restaurant.
and not a fast food joint.
Yeah. So it's,
Unless you subscribe to McDonald's Plus.
Yeah, we need
in
to-
which case we actually use real meat for our McDonald's Plus customers. Smeat.
we need to have a tie-in with one of these fast food joints and get a little wet our beaks a little bit, grease the wheels. You know,
Okay.
I'll
What fast food would we partner with?
bing shilling for BK Ultra.
No, I don't like BK that much. I don't want to partner with
We
them.
don't have to like them.
Fair enough.
Y'all just like their money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we just
As long as they're not trying to pay us in fucking Whoppers, that'd be nasty.
You don't like a Whopper?
I don't like Whoppers. I'll eat a Whopper if
Yeah.
that's all that's available. Like if I'm on a road trip and I pull off to get gas and I'm in this little one-horse town where the only restaurant
horse is Burger King.
I'll go to Burger King.
You're eating the only horse.
I'm eating instead of going to Burger King. I will slaughter and eat the horse before I'll go to Burger King. But no, I will eat a Whopper. I just wouldn't accept one as payment for services rendered.
I like a double bacon cheese.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, I like that. A Whopper, I like a Whopper too, though. Not a Whopper 2. Or a Whopper Junior. I do like that.
Early access.
Whopper. You seen Whopper
early
2?
access to the Whopper 2 for BK Ultra members
Only.
only.
Get it now while it's
I could do this
$18.99.
all day. I could do this all day.
That's great. Let's let us.
It's going to be a featured joke probably for the whole rest of the episode at least.
So other than Final Fantasy 14, there's this game that I've been playing that I think is really neat, but it's
Sneak King by our partner Burger King.
man, we've talked about doing Sneak
I
King
played Sneak King.
a long
I
time.
had
You
it.
have it still?
I don't still have it.
Yeah, we talked about doing it for the show, and then we did not.
But if you need one, I think they're giving them away at any place where old video games are sold.
I think Tyler Dunnigan offered to give us all 3 of them. I feel like he had all those advert games they sold.
They're always always a part of some store's like collection of games for sale. This
We can go
case
in a
over
flea
here,
market and find them for
nothing but
$50.
Sneak King.
I've still got my 360. It hasn't red ringed as far as I know. I mean, I haven't turned it on. I was going to say a decade, but Henry and I played X-Men arcade on it maybe when he was 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a good
All right.
chance. We get Sneak King on the 360. You boys can come over.
That works.
have a couple of Whopper 2s.
Yeah. Or design it.
Yeah.
So that we just tweet Burger King the whole
All right, guys, here we out. Third bun. Not to change anything else.
Okay, but the third bun is a waffle.
Oh, so we're making breakfast foods. All right.
Ooh, we can't do that after 11. Sorry. It's legally
can.
we're not allowed to make waffles in a fast food restaurant after 11 a.m.
You just don't want to.
You don't understand. They're watching me.
I want a McDLT. But, sir, you've got all the things back there. Come on.
There's this game called, you might have heard of it, called Pocket Card Jockey. Pocket Card Jockey Ride On.
It's a lot of words.
It is a game that
It sounds like a game at a bar and one of the.
it does. And it kind of plays like a game that you would see at a bar because what it is it's horse racing that you play. You manipulate the horse race by playing solitaire, the card game, solitaire.
Well, that's an interesting combination.
Guess who developed this game?
King. Zynga.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Microsoft.
Game Freak, the Pokemon
Pokemon
people.
people.
Wow, so it sucks.
No, it's good.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
nice.
It's good. I like it a lot. It was a 3DS game, and it got re-released on Switch.
Oh.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna buy that. And then I was like, I'm gonna buy it if it's under $20. And I looked it up on the e-store, and it's like $15. It's like, okay, sold. And I'm about to buy it. And I'm like, what is it on Steam though?
Is it?
And I looked, it's not. But when I was looking, it's like it's included in Apple Arcade.
Oh, shit, I have that.
So there you go.
Okay.
I didn't have it, but I got the free trial that I'm definitely gonna cancel before.
Oh, yeah, you definitely will. Mine comes from Verizon, so I get like
Nice.
the Apple One, which is the arcade, music, TV, and all that rolled into one.
Okay.
So, yeah, I haven't had an excuse to use Apple Arcade yet, but now I have one.
Pocket Card Jockey, ride
I'm
on.
getting tired of Candy Crush again.
Yeah.
I play that every couple of years for about a month, and then I stop playing.
I never played it. I think I watched Melissa play it a little bit one time, but
and we'll
I
still
never
go
played
through
it.
spurts with it too. Like,
Yeah. I've been playing it off and on since 2004.
so she.
But I quit Facebook, and so I lost all my progress. So
yeah,
I had to
fuck
start
that.
over, which is fine because it's just a stupid game. Anyway, Pocket card,
Jockey.
ride
on.
The way you were saying you manipulate the horses, and my brain went with past trauma.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were
play
going
a
to say.
narcissist.
I thought you were going to say you were like rigging
You love
horse
bomb
races.
and ignore various horses to get them to perform better.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about like, paying a jockey to take a fall and like rigging the race.
You take the horse out, and the horse is doing just fine. But you're like, oh, last horse I had was just a little bit faster.
A little outside.
Yeah, it's fun. You play, it's like how well you do in solitaire. Some of it's timed. So it's like how well you do in solitaire is how well the horse does on a certain, like, I don't know, stretch.
Yeah.
And it's like you play this like mini game when they go out the gate where it's like there are 2 cards for a column for START exclamation point. And it's like you're trying to choose where the horse will start. This is fucking hard to explain. You think I do better. I've been podcasting about video games for like fucking almost 12 years. But nope. It is overly complicated. It is fucking crazy because it's like it constantly is throwing shit out at you. And I feel like it doesn't matter that much.
Right.
Because it's like I got to a point where I'm like, dog, this is too much for me. So I'm just gonna play solitaire. Is that cool? And like watch the horse. And that's been working okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
So there are systems at play, like crazy systems, where it's like, well, you do this, and the horse gets more stamina, and then you charge this. And it's like
Twist it, bop it.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna play solitaire, keep my fingers crossed that the horse does a good race. And so far it's been working out.
Okay. I thought of something I wanted to mention before we get into the next bit of the show, but so I've been on TikTok. I keep getting ads for this game that I didn't know what it was at first, and I had forgotten that Dave, you had mentioned playing this game several months ago on the show, Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2.
And it kept showing me ads for Helldivers 2. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? And then I finally remembered it was the Starship Troopers game where you land on the planet and you fight with other people to liberate planets.
Is that how it is?
That's it.
That's it.
That's the game. I think they like made it into that. Like
that Starship Troopers turned into that?
I think it's Starship Troopers, dude. It's the
I gotta look this up.
It's the aliens. It's the bugs. It's everything. It's
interesting.
100% Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
but
I need to look this up.
What's happening apparently is that Sony owns the rights to it, so it's only out on PlayStation, Steam, and PC. No Xbox. And so I've been reading that for the first time in like history, PlayStation guys and PC guys and Steam people are like petitioning Sony to allow Xbox players to play this game because we need help liberating these planets, calling for reinforcements.
Sony, do your part.
Yeah, Sony, why are you not doing your
my part?
I ain't doing shit. That's what Sony's doing. But they have been calling for reinforcements and like saying we need those Halo guys down here to help because when you land on the planet, you all have a common goal is to liberate the planet, and the servers run in real time. So like it's almost like in Ultima where you always connect to the same server so that that's where your shit is, and it's where you connect to the server and you land on the planet with other people, and it shows the percentage that the planet's been liberated and all that shit. I want to play it, but I don't want to get it on Steam because I really want that on Xbox. Because that's the place I could get most comfortable and play, easily. But I remember you talking about that game, and
it was fun.
I'm almost positive it's the same exact game you were talking about. Just it's been branded as Helldivers 2, and not actually called Starship Troopers.
I'm gonna look into it. I've heard about Helldivers 2, like in passing. I've seen like ads and stuff.
Yeah,
but honestly just been kind of. I didn't look into it because then I don't know. I guess the name doesn't like offend me or anything, but it just doesn't tell me anything about the game, right. And it's like okay,
it's those are definitely the like arachnid bugs from the movie. It is exactly Starship Troopers.
All right, I'll look into it.
But yeah, look into it because I want to play it, but it's kind of I think I want to say it's a full price game. And I don't want to spend that money on Steam and not be able to have it on Xbox.
We'll get it. We'll get it cheap.
Hopefully. I hope so.
You've got better ads than I do because I still get like two guys who sound like Soho Hank from Barry talking about Royal Match. So
it's Royal Match.
What would you like to go out to dinner tonight? No, I'm going to stay in and play Royal Match. Royal Match? What is that? It's a game where you save the king and there are no ads, zero, none, and you can play offline. Wow, let's do this together, Royal Match.
All right, hey, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say no? I love that you said he sounds like no Hank because you're not fucking wrong. That is hilarious.
And then what's the other one I get all the time? Of course, Raid, Shadow Legends. I see that a lot. And then like this weird ad, it's a couple arguing and the girl saying he's going to leave him because he hasn't chopped the divine tree enough. And it's like a bird just hitting a tree with a stick, and that's the ad. Just you get a morsel when you chop at the tree, and it's just like a duck hitting a tree and like shit falling out of it.
This is like from RoboCop.
It is. I'd buy that for $1. Oh shit!
Wow, what a world we live in.
Well, I could use a little break if you want to take a break and then jump into
come out some calls or
drafts or whatever you guys want to do. We got another hour to kill.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Right. Back in a sec, y'all.
This for Killer Bee. Surprise! 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 Look who's walking. Now, nigga, I thought you said you was crippled. Oh, sweet pea. We're all crippled in some way. Put it down! You win. Now, this is the way it's gonna work. I'm gonna take your little Mexican friend with me, and I'm gonna kill him. I'm Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought you were going to be like intro the second.
And now for the call.
There we go.
I thought we were starting the show over. You want to do it? You want to do 2 shows in one?
Yeah, 2 50-minute episodes.
Yeah, double feature.
And if you want the full 2-hour episodes, you need to join TADPOG Plus.
Yeah,
for only $19.99 a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless you already donate that much, in which case you're going to need to chip in at least 10 more.
Oh yeah, no, Patreon donations are separate completely.
Right.
They do not count towards. Yeah.
I'm going to need you to play solitaire for a minute.
At least
unlock this content.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this. I know we're in a totally different segment.
Yeah, no worries.
But I finished Song of Susanna. It just dawned on me there's been no Gunslinger Dark Tower talk, and that was like, wow. How the hell did we do that? That a chum, that a check.
You've forgotten the face of your father, Dave.
Seriously, I beg your pardon. I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I started on The Dark Tower, and boy, does that book fucking start strong. That book starts strong.
I have now decided that I'm not 100% sure I've finished the series.
Really?
I mean, I did, but
oh, gotcha. You just so much that you don't remember.
I'm at the point now in Wolves of the Calla where they're getting the town prepped for the coming battle, and there's still a lot of stuff that we don't know. And buddy, I can't remember the hook, and it's kind of fucked up to me that like this is like I'm going through it like the first time for real, like
a virgin.
I was like when there was a part with Andy and Slightman.
Oh man, I love that part. I hate it, but I love that part at the same time.
I had
no
recollection of that scene.
Oh, it's such a good scene.
And I was like, you motherfucker. I was really getting into it again. So, yeah, this is fresh territory.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, I won't know what you're talking about until I get caught up.
Well, I'm not gonna dwell on it, but I will say that like I'm only an hour in to the Dark Tower, the final book. I guess is what seven. Okay. Planet's dying cloud. And that hour has been like, holy shit. It's been strong. I know that's a long one. And if it stays that strong, I know there will be dips and stuff. But
I know there's one moment that made me cry. Like straight up, like I've only cried, like I remember crying in a book like 3 times ever, and one of them being one of them. Even just thinking about it, it gives me chills from that book.
I believe it. I almost cried driving into work, and it was like, okay.
I really didn't want to go to work.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe if I'd have been,
I can't come in today. Yeah, you don't understand. I listened to the first hour of the Dark Tower Book 7, and it's just too much.
The only way you'd understand is if you listen to 98 hours of books. I don't know how many hours it actually is.
It's probably pretty close, or more even. I'm going to say that Wolves of the Calla was something like 35 hours by itself.
Was it really that
or
long?
40 something.
What? No way. It didn't feel like it.
No, it didn't. Doesn't. I can't say didn't because I've still got 4 hours.
But listening, I'm almost done with the Wizard of Glass, and it really makes me want to run a D&D game, sort of an Elseworld game where it's Prime Gilead, and everyone plays gunslingers who are out to go hunt and find and destroy Maryland's Rainbow.
I want in.
I think that would be so much
that
fun.
would be story-wise.
It all makes sense because you could still be a wizard because there are spellcasters. You could still, I think it'd be more favored if you had fighters with guns.
Sure. No, I'm with, all your stories are great, but I would love to hear your take on an adventure in that world.
Yeah,
I think that would be
Can I play a Lobstrosity?
Yeah.
Then I'm in, baby.
With little guns
And if
mounted to your claws.
Yeah. If your answer was no, I just got to level a wizard up till he could polymorph himself into a Lobstrosity.
And then all you can say for the rest of the game is some form of data chick.
Now you're a Lobstrosity and you level up enough to undo it and become a wizard again.
Right. Lobstrosity is my support job.
It's part-time. All right. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. We're taking calls. Deal with it.
Motherfucking TADPOG. This is your huge bitch, Cthusiast Jeff here.
Cthusiast Jeff?
Today is August 12th, and I just finished listening to Congo's Caper.
Oh, wow.
And I must say,
Lord.
That's a
beloved
game
Adam, I just want to tell you this. Next time you're in Chicago, hit me up, buddy. And I'll show you a good time.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also, I would like to also agree with Captain Gunner John Turley about pet owners that are... Damn it.
I was about to ask if we lost
dear,
him.
this is going to be a terrible call.
Oh, dear. He said, oh, dear. Oh, we're in for it now.
Oh, bananas.
Oh, beans.
Pet owners that are negligent with it and allow pets to do whatever they please with poor training, I certainly agree they should be responsible for it. Never blame the animal, blame the person.
It's brave,
Well,
Jeff.
I'm sorry this isn't going to be a very good call, but hope you guys have a good day.
It was actually a very good call.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was a very good
Thank
call.
you,
I liked it a lot. Thanks, Jeff. I guess this was the pit bull incident around Congo's Caper. I
Possibly
assume?
the pit bull incident. Yeah. And I absolutely blame the people that own the dog for its behavior.
Oh, yeah.
I would have shot it if I'd had my gun, if only to keep from dying. or killing my dog. But it wasn't. I agree that it wasn't the dog's fault that it was that way.
Henry, a long time ago, you know, I had the conversation with Henry where it's like, well, there are not really any bad dogs,
Right.
it's mainly just bad owners that have, and then he would throw that in my face when Clem would like, you know, chew something up, and I'd be like, bad dog. He'd be like, Dad, there are no bad dogs. I'm like, well, she did a bad thing.
When the blooming of logic.
Yeah.
When they learn, I love it when they learn to call you out on your bullshit.
Yeah.
Then it must be
great.
your fault. I guess you're grounded.
I mean, you're right. It is my fault.
Who's gonna smack you on the butt,
Well,
mommy?
not you, and that's all that matters. Mind your business.
All right. Next call is from Cthusiast Jeff.
Let's rank his
Motherfucking
calls.
TADPOG, enthusiast Jeff again. I also just remembered Ian. You were talking.
It says enthusiast Jeff on the
Enthusiast.
transcript. I'm not gonna lie. I like the sound of enthusiast Jeff. He is one of our, executive producers, which therefore makes
is
him kind of a Tadpog
A
enthusiast.
bit of one. Yeah.
So I don't know. Think about it. Jeff continues
Canada.
with something apparently for me.
We're talking about how much you were having a great time playing Power Wash Simulator.
Oh, I just played that recently.
I have to agree that those simulator games are a hell of a lot of fun. I'm currently playing American Truck Simulator,
Ooh, okay.
and
This
there
is
is nothing more relaxing than leaning back in your chair, playing your game on one monitor and watching YouTube or a show on the other monitor.
I get
as
it, man.
Tyler was just talking about, and
Gathering
Dave
in
was just
Final
talking
Fantasy,
about.
I totally get it.
It's the best of both worlds. Maybe not quite as good as Star Fox Assault, but, it's still a hell of a lot of fun. All right. Guys, have a good one. Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn.
Solid 8 call, Jeff.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Could hear it well.
No controversial
good,
opinions
Good
in that
contact.
one,
No controversial opinions.
No racial slurs like all those other calls that you make. We have to delete.
No, we have to,
Yeah.
I love looking at these transcripts. Just about every one of them is different. It never says, hey, Tadpog. It's always, hey, Dad Bog. Or
Data bog?
this one is, this call is from a different country, I think.
I'm going to make a Scott Pilgrim boss
but
called
this
the
one-
Dad Bog. And it's a bunch of dads melded together.
This one
It's
says,
a
hey,
swamp.
hey, typo.
Hey, typo.
This is it says, hey typo. This call is coming in
Damn.
from country code 44.
Typo is a good name for a small dog or a cat.
Ooh, it is.
I like that.
I'm going to write that down and forget it.
Here we go.
Hey, Tadpog. This is Paul Clark. I just had a question for you. Actually, it's based on an old game show that we had here in the UK called Friends Like These, where you'd asked a bunch of friends a question, they come up with the same answer, then they'd win a holiday to, be needed somewhere. So I wanted to ask you the same question. Or a similar question, and see if you guys can come up with the same answer as each other. Sounds simple enough?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to imagine that Tadpog has been approached by like a massive magazine, that wants to do a profile on you, but they also want one of the hosts to do a nude photo shoot for it. I want to know which one of you would be more likely to volunteer for it. And before you discuss it, I'd like to hear you all just answer out loud who you think is the most likely to do it. And if you all answer the same way, then you win your holiday to Manila or somewhere like that. I don't know. I don't actually have any pros on offer. But yeah, let's see how it goes and see if you answer the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. And
I'm not even going to look at you
just give
guys.
a quick shout out. I love you guys. And also a quick shout out to beloved Adam. Love that guy.
He's great.
A
Thanks.
quick shout out to beloved Adam from across the pond.
Mm-hmm.
That's the coolest sounding caller we've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
And now we answer the question.
Right.
So we just blurted out all at once.
We'll do 3, 2, 1, answer. Good?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Me.
Tyler.
You two said each other. I said myself. So no trip to Manila.
What are we? Some kind of in the Lord of the Rings?
See, I figured you guys would think it would be me.
Really?
So that's why I said me, so we could go to Manila. Fuck.
Paul, how often does it turn out like that on the show? I'm assuming probably a lot, right? Do they fire the ones who like each give a separate answer out of a cannon?
Directly into the ocean.
Yeah. Sorry, boys. We're not going to Manila.
Better luck next time.
That was a great call. I love that. That was so good. Yeah.
That's fun. Okay, here we go. From area code 562, August 18th, 2022, 4:38 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I just am listening to the episode where was Ian's birthday the day before he recorded, but like a week before we actually got to hear it. First of all, Ian, you have a grandkid and you swear like you're old, so I assume that you're like 60 or something like that.
60?
She keeps saying you're old, even though 60 is not old.
First of all, you don't have to make me feel
like
better.
A 60-year-old.
You don't have to make me feel better about being 60 because I'm not. Okay, because now that 60 is old. It's cool if you are.
Yeah, but like,
oh, peppers and beans.
I'm
Ian's
closer.
like he's old.
I'm closer to 60 every day.
I'm just surprised
Me too.
to hear her say that 60 is not old.
I feel like it's old.
I feel like it. I mean, I know. Well, I say that, but then it's like I know people who are like a little bit over 60, and I don't consider them old. So I take it back. I'm eating my words.
I'm not asking you guys this, but out in TADPOG land, do y'all remember how old I am? Exactly. I'm not going to say.
You're 50.
50.
I wasn't asking you. I wanted them to guess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Well,
it's too late. Now we really can't go to Manila. That was the real test to see if we could go to Manila, and you both failed.
I was just proud to know how old a friend is. There aren't many friends that I know their age. Like if someone would be like, "How old's Tyler?" I'd be like, 38.
Nope.
It's actually not even close.
I have no idea how old Tyler is.
It's very close, though.
Depends on how you see close.
Am I within a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phew.
That is close. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you're only one off. So it's good.
But I'm not going to tell you which direction.
That's fine.
Old is an impover. You're not old till you're 80, in our opinions. So
Okay.
you're not old, and you're not even 60 old. So what the hell?
I'm definitely not
You're
60
not
old.
At all. Like, at all. And
I don't. Thank you.
What kind of call is this?
What? You act like your dick still works. So I don't know.
I mean, you're not. It's like this feels like.
It doesn't, by the way. But not because I'm 60, because I'm 50.
This feels like negging. You're not old, dude. You are not. Ian, you are not old.
It's important. It's important that you go home tonight knowing
You are not old, Ian. I know how you think you're old.
this isn't even. This isn't even
Because
something.
I like to fuck old dudes, and I wouldn't fuck you. So
Logically, then you're not old.
It's like, what the fuck? Where does this come from? Hell, when this call came in, I was 49. I just turned 49.
Which is definitely not old. I just want to say, as someone who's 7 years away from that,
Just so you
that's not old.
know. Is that right? Yes, I turned 49 in 2022. I think you're 60, but you don't sound it. Fuck. How could I be old? I'm eating Sour Patch Kids.
You're not old. You swear like an old man, but you're not old.
You're not. You could be like a nude photo shoot for a magazine, a popular one.
Or at least you think you could.
You're the only one that thought you could.
2 of your only 3 friends wouldn't think that about you. But you will think that about yourself. A true mark of not being old.
That is like locker room old, like an old man just walking around. I don't give a shit who sees
Michelle,
my
I've
dick.
met
I'm not dead
you.
anyway. I don't give a fuck.
I've met you. I've met her in person.
She's wrapped her arms around your old body.
Look, man, out of all the old people I know, you're like the least.
Squeezed just a little too hard because of the rheumatiz.
I need some of that oil.
The rickets. I need some of that oil and that
Roland was getting-
Rosalita to
take a
get
little
it
bit of that
in there
myself.
for me, if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
I was like, get it, Roland?
She was Salma Hayek in my
Get
mind.
it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woo-wee. Michelle continues.
Terrible habit of still thinking that people have kids when they're 20 and
I was 19 when we had Gage. Just because I have a the math works. It doesn't, having a grandkid doesn't make me 60.
I think it does. I think that when you do, you upgrade.
I was a grandfather
Skip
when I was
you.
42. Sorry.
their kids have their kids when they're 20 and then the grandkids come when those are 20, so that makes you 60, even though that is not what happens like ever in life. But my brain always still thinks when somebody has a kid, I'll be like, I didn't know they were married. They don't have to be married. What am I saying? Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to say is,
Oh, good. There's more.
Dave heard about Rush Hour 4. Sounds like a freeform TV thing. Freeform used to be ABC Family Channel. Before that,
I got to run that back.
I do think Michelle negs all of us because she has called you old. She doesn't think I'm attractive. Dave, you're handsome, but you can't accept love. So she's come down on all of us.
We ride pigs.
Yeah. Yep.
She said this. That's not a thing that Tyler said and I thought was funny and then attributed to her.
Yeah, well, at least I've never had ants in my pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I am getting up there in age. I bet that's going to happen. All right. Let's listen. I want to hear what she said.
right. Okay.
Oi, Kaya.
Ache.
like a freeform TV.
Damn it.
What I wanted to say is, when Dave heard about Rush Hour 4, sounds like a freeform TV thing. Freeform used to be ABC Family Channel. Before that, it was Fox Family Channel. And they are known for making really low-budget sequels of movies that don't need them, with an entirely different cast. They created Legally Blonde, and they created Prince and Me Too, and there's probably a bunch more that I can't think of. There's a Ice Kitty movie. They made like 3 sequels to it. I forget what that movie was called from the 90s. Anyway.
That one from the 90s.
So, just to let you know that. But also, do you guys not use IMDb? Just, you're always like saying, well, I Googled whether this person
Oh, it went
was in
out.
this
All of
thing.
us are grinning. Silently.
Okay.
Silently grinning. Do you
You
guys
know
not
what?
use IMDb? Literally 3 boys at this table just grinning.
There's so much I could say right now. And I will leave it at,
Yeah.
it's not as much fun if you look it up. I like to try to think of things because it's fun to have that little dopamine rush of remembering something because I'm so fucking old.
Yeah, that's how it used to be.
Back in the day, we didn't have the IMDb's to look up
MDib.
shit.
You are
MDib.
DB.
We had to use
It wasn't IMDb, it's IMDb back in the goddamn day.
that was the DB. Damn
I
it.
am the movie database.
Those bastards stole my idea. I was gonna have a phone number, see, a 1-900 number, where if you wanted to know something, about a movie, you just call me. And then I'd spend at least 5 minutes trying to remember it.
I'd call it.
And that's how I'd make money.
I love this.
It's my Ross Perot adjacent.
Oh, yeah. Can I finish?
Kind of finished. Remember Ross Perot?
No, I'm young.
Yeah, that's what old people always say. Remember Ross Perot?
Can we set up a 900 number? Is it possible to do anymore? Can we set up a TADPOG 900 number?
Probably.
$4 a minute?
Yeah.
But we have to. One of us has to answer it.
If that's the case, it's you.
Whoever answers it gets the $4 a minute. So.
Okay. It's still you. I would just pre-record. Ian's on. I love this voice.
I don't know where it comes from. It's just that I lapse into it from time to time.
It is like
That's
Ross
your true
Perot.
voice. It's your true old man.
All right, I'm tired of faking it with you boys.
Please, God, please.
This is my normal speaking
God,
voice.
yes.
And I've been sounding like the other Ian, the one that you've been hearing this whole time.
Never in
That's
this bit.
That's the voice. This is me.
Please, God.
This is my voice.
That's like when you do to Kenna and like, oh no, Kenna, this is my real voice. Daddy, stop it. What?
Now, Tyler, why are you going to be mean to your daughter like that?
I'm not being mean. It's a lesson. Welcome to the TADPOG podcast.
Oh, God. Could you imagine? Just all the time.
Please.
Terrified Michelle continues.
It's like a radio show now.
is.
Opie and Anthony.
Quiet. Terrified Michelle has something to say.
Was miss, and I'm like, why don't you just use IMDb? It's super easy. It's easier than Google when it comes to looking at movie stuff. Okay, bye.
Dunk later.
I don't know about you
Whatever,
boys, but I couldn't hear a goddamn word that young lady was saying.
God, I fucking love this. I love this so much.
We have another call from Terrified Michelle.
WKYQ the Rabbit.
24 Karat Country.
I applied to work there when I was in high school.
Nice.
I did. Yeah,
Is it
I
DJ?
did not get it. Yeah.
Nice. You can't swing. You can't hit it if you don't swing.
It's true.
You can't hit it if you don't swing, Dave.
Thanks,
I
Pappy.
applaud your gumption. Nobody ever got the job they didn't apply for.
Preach.
I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. Next call.
Hi, Capcom. It's Terrified Michelle.
Oh, is it?
I'm listening to the episode where everybody is wearing masks because everybody in Ian's house has COVID and he is living on a cot in his office. And you got to one of my calls where I get political. Sorry, I do that. Sometimes I get frustrated. I do love this country. I do want to fix it. I am mad at it, especially now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned. Like, oh my God. But I have to say, I used to belong to a political action committee for a while just to like help, raise awareness, texting, do my part. But one of the first things they said was like, because it was a Black Lives Matter one, they were like, allies don't get a break. And I'm like, thanks, now I have anxiety. Because I know they don't have, nobody stops being black or disabled or gay. Don't ask the Christians that. I mean, I'm a Christian, but don't ask the Christians that. Anyway, so they don't stop being gay. But I was like, okay, so, but I tried to still help, but then there were just times where I couldn't. So I'm like, telling the therapist about this, and what do I do? And she's all like, excuse me, you have a full-time job, you're taking 2 fitness classes, you live with your family, you have a wife, and you need to do self-care, so, no, don't be a part of those committees. Like, they're great, it's awesome, give money when you can, but you don't have time for this. If you are in college or have no family, it'd be fine. But you're not, and I'm not like, oh, okay. Well, that's cool. So, yeah, no, I get it. Ian's right. It's self-care. I mean, Dave's right, too. I'm not saying it's not. Dave is definitely right. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't have an opinion. Sometimes you can't care because you've got your whole life you're working on. I just get overexcited about things, and I'm like, let me save the day, but I can't. But I don't remember that.
Okay. I do remember having that conversation.
Yeah, I do too. It's tough. I mean,
tough.
It's tough.
It is.
It is tough.
And it's not a matter of trying to gloss it over and saying, "Yep, well, nice opinion, bye." But at the same time, we talked about this at length, and there's not a whole lot different now. I mean, we're not all under the thumb of COVID right this minute like we were then, but it's still, the climate is still changing, not necessarily always for the better. And you could allow yourself to become inundated with that stuff, or you could just be responsible for the things in your life that you can be responsible for, because at the end of the day, I don't know. It's hard to say whether or not it's going to make a difference. I'm not saying that people that want to make a difference shouldn't try.
Yeah, but take care of yourself first.
But you got to get your house in order, and you got to be there for you and your own people. So very, very relevant. I was thinking about doing something.
Yeah. What you think about doing?
I'm going to take a call from today.
Okay.
And then we'll go back. I'm not going to go in the other. I'm just going to pick the most recent call.
Okay.
From today. At 7:56 p.m.
They called 270-883-2555.
They did.
Okay. Today they did it. Leap day.
Leap day, William.
That's exactly why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Because today is leap day. So I'm going to leap to the top of the pile, play one call, and then go back down to the bottom.
Go back down to the Mariana Trench.
Yep.
Until 4 years from now.
This is now our leap day tradition, okay?
Every 4 years, we're going to do this.
We'll do this.
Because we'll definitely remember.
Yeah.
We've had 3 of them.
All right, here we go. I don't know where this call is from. Wait. Yes, I do.
Hi, guys. Yes, Ian, I have seen Star Trek Generations. You asked me if I had seen that a while back when you got to my call about the episode of Star Trek The Next Generation where Picard meets his
cousin
nephew,
uncle,
and they call each other uncle and nephew, but in reverse. And he said that if I've seen Star Trek Generations, then I'll know. And I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm going to have to rewatch it. I vaguely remember the vineyard, and I remember a mountain. And I think that's the one that President Kirk is in. Yeah. That's all I really remember. Okay, bye.
Yes, that is the one that Kirk is in, and there is a very important scene near the beginning of the movie that is relevant to the discussion about Picard and his nephew. And since you don't remember that, I'm going to say watch it and get back to me.
I think a Californian wizard extracted 10,000 intrusive thoughts and bundled them together and gave them form, and that form is terrified Michelle. Because it's just she is such lovable chaos anytime I hear her voice.
I thought that was a trip. That was while I was listening to that call, time was definitely a face on the water, because I was like, whoa, this is a conversation that started 2 years ago. And then continued a week ago.
2 days ago for us.
Right. It's like, holy crap. It's a lot, man.
I had no idea that was going to be the call. So that's really cool how that worked out.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey
stuff. It was fun to take a call from today.
I love our tradition.
Every time we do it, it's been 100% successful.
Agreed.
All right, here we go. Back to August 26th, 2022.
What if this call is from Michelle and she's like, don't listen to me in 2 years?
I can't explain.
Right?
Just don't. Whatever you do,
Don't play a call.
Because I know you won't jump ahead. So we're perfectly safe.
Right.
But don't listen to that call.
Whatever you do, don't play it.
God, my favorite office cold open.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yeah.
All right. Next call. Motherfucking tall dogs.
Yeah. Yes, I love this.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Tall dogs in the house. Tall dogs in the house.
Man, we need to isolate that. We could sell that as a ringtone. You guys remember ringtone commercials on TV?
Yes.
Yep.
What a time.
I can't. The exhale that came out of my nose. I can't hear. It occluded my ears like going up a mountain.
That's just how the motherfucking tall dogs work.
You sound like
If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen, Tyler.
Get out of the
Dude.
tall dog.
my gramps sounds like that.
You want to run with the tall dogs, or you want to sit on the porch?
The tall dogs get the carbon monoxide poisoning because they're up high, and the long little dogs,
That's right. That's right.
The typos.
the typos.
All right. Next caller.
Motherfucking cat dog.
Tall dogs.
I have a confession to make. I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a slight drinking problem. And so too.
Your name is Brew Pounder.
I think he should be part of the Tall Dogs Nation. He's pounding them brews. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't call that a drinking problem at all. Call that a drinking talent.
Solution.
Drinking solution, damn it. Thank you, Tyler.
You know, I'm getting a little too old. I need to
Are you 60?
Thanks for stopping. Drinking. So I need to rebrand my.
You got me. My mouth was open. Oh, fuck. All right.
Myself. And so I don't think I can go by Brew Pounder anymore.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So I just can't drink the beers like I used to. So I'm thinking I'm just going to stick down to some good herbal teas, green teas, you know.
What the hell are we supposed to call him now? Tea pounder?
This is a setup.
I hope so.
You know,
Got a dildo
coffees.
called that.
I love a French press. I love a pour over coffee. Just need a new name. So I'm thinking, motherfucking Brew Pounder. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, happy spooky season. Getting ready for all that. Played my first spooky game, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite Vita games. Replayed that. That was great. But
Damn,
with
that was that on the
spooky season,
Vita? Fuck. It was a great
comes
game.
back to school. And my baby boy, he went to school, rode the bus for the first time, and that got me thinking
big
about
day.
You know, my school days. And I was thinking, what's the worst thing that you guys ever did in high school? One of mine.
Oh,
it's probably
shit.
not the worst, but one of my worst is I was doing cocaine in the classroom, cutting up lines and storing rails.
You win.
You win.
Right there at the desk. And the teacher comes up and asks me what I'm doing. And I tell her, oh, I'm snorting lines of pixie sticks. And she goes, no, you're not. I dare you to do a line of pixie sticks. And I'm like, okay. So I did a line of cocaine because my teacher dared me to. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great spooky season. Well, yeah, what's the worst thing you did in high school that you don't wish your baby boys would do? Or baby girls, whichever. Love you, bye.
Damn, that story. Wow.
Yeah.
That was good.
I mean, I've told most of the shit that I've done the shit that I got into in high school and the trouble I got into at a very early age. So I'm not going to rehash all that.
Patreon.com/TADPOG.
Yeah. There's more, but I think that might be worthy of another Patreon episode. I'm not getting into it here. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
1-900-587-2222.
$4.99 a minute.
Ian's Secrets.
Grim probably knows.
$4.99 a minute. I gotta be more sultry.
No, it was perfect, I think.
Okay, $4.99 a minute.
Because I know I've talked about you guys personally the worst thing I did in high school, but I wouldn't even tell it on the show. And I told Grandma like probably a few months ago. He was like, "I remember you mentioned it. Will you tell me it now?" So I called him over Discord and I told him
I need a bedtime story.
He was like, "Okay, I get it. I get it."
Which one? Which can you give us a hint?
Yeah, I'm having trouble here myself.
You had not told it on the show.
Or you could just
show.
wait until after and remind us.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Remind me to remind you to
Right.
remind us what you're at. What you
It was
were talking about.
me and 3 friends, and Josh had a weird giggle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's not a bad thing.
well, it's a weird thing in high school.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
it's not Coke on a desk, but it's
It's no Coke on a desk. I'll tell you that much right fucking now. Thank you, Brew Pounder. Tea Pounder. Next call, I believe, is also from Brew Pounder. Motherfucking jackpot. That's what it says right there.
That's our lotto tickets.
Motherfucking jackpot.
We make scratch offs in the future.
That's where we should close the show now instead of Tropical Capricorn.
Okay.
Motherfucking jackpot.
Okay.
tall talks.
Motherfucking tadpog. All right. I fell off the wagon. All right. So I've been thinking, I was like, I didn't do that story justice. So hopefully Dave sees that I call a couple hours later and it wasn't, I know there's not some sort of cliffhanger.
So Ian does that now.
He can't see it, but I can.
Yeah.
And I can confirm that it is 4 hours later.
Anyways, I'm in high school. It's my senior year.
You're not.
I'm in drama class. And
You're on the phone in drama class?
Come on,
man. Have some respect.
Like, at least do
I
some
feel like
coke.
he's about to lift one of my stories and tell it as him because that sounds like the beginning of a me story.
I'm with the teacher. She's super cool. I've had her for all 4 years through drama. Like, literally, she watched me grow up. And I'm in the back of this class, and I'm just
really
cutting lines of cocaine. All right? How I got into cocaine, whole other story for another time. But I'm sitting back there, and I'm just chop, 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 chop. And I'm, kind of making a show.
Push it. Push it real good.
Baby.
Show of it because I think I'm a badass. And she starts like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, well, that movie Blow just came out starring Johnny Depp and somebody else. And I was like, I was thinking about doing a monologue from it. And so I'm just kind of like, just going over what it would be like. And I'm just pretending, on the stage, I want to do lines of pixie sticks to, really add some realism to my monologue. And she starts laughing, and she's like, you can't do that in school. And she's like, and you're not going to do real lines of pixie sticks, are you? And I was like, well, yeah, why not? And she's like, I dare you to do that line of pixie sticks. And I'm like, okay. And so I proceeded to do that line, and like a couple of the kids there knew. A couple of kids laughed, and a couple of the kids were like, yo, you totally did cocaine. And I was like, yeah, I totally did cocaine. But anyways, I just wanted to flush out that story a little bit after I had a couple of lubrications in me.
I was about to say, tell me you fell off the wagon without telling me you fell off the wagon. You just told us the story.
He's drinking that tea. Got him all hopped up.
Got it. He was fleshing it out. I got it.
We got time for one or two more.
Okay. Hey, why were you doing cocaine in school though? Like that?
Yeah.
That's like I'm sorry, that sounded judgy. I didn't mean it to be judgy. I meant it more of like a.
Aren't you worried
reflection.
that you were gonna get?
Well, yeah,
in
it
big
almost
trouble?
seems like maybe he wanted to.
Could be.
Did you want to get in trouble, Brew Pounder? Let us know.
Well, we'll find out next leap year when we jump ahead in calls.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dial in my car, phone book. Anyway, so yeah, I call you a lot. But you already know that. Anyway, so I was thinking, because I was at sushi and I went to the bathroom, as things happen. And I remember a long time ago when Dave was at his other job, I think the gross bathroom had been repaired by then. But he was talking about how he was in the bathroom toilet got clogged and he didn't have anything.
Oh, yeah.
So he used the toilet brush to help unclog the toilet. And I'm like, how did you do that? Because believe me, I have tried, and no, I didn't clog that toilet, but I was worried. And I was like...
Well, there's your problem. You didn't have a turd to dislodge.
I don't have any.
This is apples and oranges. Unless you're dislodging a turd, you can't just be like, it didn't work for me. I mean, it wasn't clogged to begin with.
She was worried that it would clog. Apparently,
That, like, pushing it further. It's essentially the toilet brush was a poop. It was an improv poop knife.
Yeah.
Improvised poop knife. Take a negative one to hit, but I mean,
Poop bludgeoner.
yeah. You just squish it up. I mean, look. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Tall dog. Squish him up.
Motherfucking tall dog.
We need
Squishing that poop.
We need triple XL jerseys, and on the back it says "Tall dogs, squish them up."
Motherfucking jackpot.
Jonathan, help us out.
It's just not in my head. It doesn't work, and I have tried it in the past.
Squish them up, girl.
So I guess I find it amazing that you made a toilet brush work as a plunger. And, or I'm just not thinking this through and you really just like wrap toilet paper around the toilet brush. I'm not really sure. Anyway.
You gotta squish them up.
Talk about. Goodbye.
Yeah, he didn't use it as a plunger.
Yeah. And apologies if I said in the story that he used it as a plunger. If I said that, I meant that I fashioned it like a plunger, but used it like a harpoon.
A turdoon.
Because I know if I don't clarify that, we'll get a call in 3 years. It says, you said you use it as a plunger.
You're allergic to toilet plungers,
okay,
Dave.
All right, you're right.
All right, we've got the next 3 calls we can do.
Okay.
Because they're relatively short.
All right.
Okay, so TADPOG, we are
Okay, so have fun.
You got
talking
it.
about Waterworld, and first you talk about caffeine. I don't know, I haven't done research on this, but I don't think caffeine's all that bad, at least not in coffee.
Don't use caffeine DB, it's so easy.
It dehydrates you, but otherwise, yeah, caffeine's not too bad. Caffeine pills, that's a problem. Energy drinks,
Jesse
huge
Spano.
problem. That's like so much ridiculous. No, just don't do it. But I understand people like them. And then Waterworld, first of all, I've never seen the movie, but I think it's great that global warming caused the ice caps to melt and created a water world. And I was like, that might happen. For real, though. And that, like, people have all these, like, things they go to where they go out into the desert and they do, like, live action role play of, like, a post-apocalyptic town. And I'm like, I don't want to be in a post-apocalyptic era in the desert.
Had a chum?
Because it's either
Did a chick?
You tell she's not anywhere near Abby because her voice is low.
Yeah.
So
it's
she's
super hot, it's super cold, and there's dirt, and it's like, so my friend and I are like, why can't we have a post-apocalyptic live-action role-playing thing where we're on the water, like Waterworld? It'd be better. Everybody would be happier. Well, by everybody, I mean me and my friends. But, okay, that's all I wanted to say. I'm just saying, because water is sweet. Desert is hot. I don't like being hot. Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay. Well, thanks for the
Thanks
call.
for the call.
Michelle, you should watch Waterworld. Next call from Michelle.
Guys, what do you mean where do sea monsters come from? I'm still listening to the Waterworld episode and you're like, what is this, evolution? We haven't even discovered or explored the deepest depths of the ocean. We still haven't seen them.
Leap Day William.
And every time everybody goes, well, why haven't we done that? And all I like to say is, Cthulhu. Tell me I'm wrong. And if you tell me I'm wrong, I'll tell you you're wrong.
Michelle, you should also watch The Meg.
no.
No, dude. Not Meg. The Meg. Starring Jason Statham. All right, last call.
From Snatch?
Yes.
Huh.
And The Transporter. and Fast and the Furious.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Crank?
And Crank.
This is kind of like a draft.
It is. All right, last call, September 7th, 2022, 5:25 p.m.
Ian, you know that I love you and that you can put on a Michelle cap and
Brace yourself.
Old.
Brace yourself. Something's coming. Something's coming.
translate for me, and that is the best because you're there all the time. But I super love that Nicole was like, wait, you guys don't understand her? Like, I totally know what she's saying. That was like the best thing ever. I was like, yeah, somebody knows it. Yay. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Girls get it done. I guess. All right.
Can you say it in the Pappy
Girls
voice?
get it done.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we're good.
Cool. That was fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Was it better than Bram Stoker's Dracula? Tune in
Probably
next
but
week.
We'll have to wait and see. Next week, for sure,
Definitely doing it.
doing Bram Stoker's.
And then we got some Patreon content that we're talking about. We talked about the Dark Tower stuff. I definitely want that to happen still. There's some other things.
I like the idea.
I want to do
that
all
was
of it.
floated out there.
I want to do all of it.
Every single
I
one.
want to do all of it.
Oh boy,
I want to do. This is like a 4-year thing.
that will be a lot. That will be a lot of Patreon content.
Yeah.
if we
One
do
a
it.
month.
Yeah.
That's what- okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean, look.
I thought you meant the highlights, but
No.
all right.
No, I mean, I'm not married to it, but
That's a whole show. That's
It
not
is.
just Patreon. That could be a new podcast.
it could be a year of a podcast.
yeah. Limited series only available to TADPOG Plus customers.
Yes.
TADPOG
So,
Plus.
I don't know.
Check it out.
It's just been a thing.
Okay.
Where it's like,
I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be very
Fuck, I'm
because
down.
I haven't
Let's
seen
do
any
it.
of those.
I haven't
I haven't
either.
seen any
Do you remember-
of them.
I've
you
never seen
remember-
a single one. I'm with you.
Oh, I've seen all. Like I said earlier, I've seen all the big ones.
Would that make
So-
it not fun for you?
No. I'm fine.
Okay.
With it, sure.
Okay.
It'll be like, remember Super Size Me, where Morgan Spurlock ate nothing but McDonald's for an entire month or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
I think that's what this is going to be.
Okay.
By the time we get through this thing that
Oh,
we're talking
yeah.
about, we're going to be
Defending.
Supersized.
either defending or big and fat or really lethargic and wondering what the meaning of life is.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. It'll be an interesting experiment.
We're not through the SNES list, and I feel like it's affected me.
Yep. Probably.
So I don't know.
We'll see. I
That's-
think it's a good idea.
That's why I'm not mentioning what it is. 'cause
Nah,
we can
I'm not. Yeah, I
we
get
can
it.
still weasel our way out of it.
Yeah, this is called building the excitement.
Sexual tension.
Yeah. And it's going to be a huge letdown, like Sex with Me
No, come
would
on.
be.
Come on.
Well, what do I know? What do I know?
A lot.
I think sex
It's
with
because
you,
I'm so old. I know a lot.
sex with you is going to be every bit as good as one of all these movies. It's got to be.
Only one way
Every
to find
bit
out.
as good as all these movies. Okay, I'll take it.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on not SoundCloud, not Stitcher, but on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, all over the goddamn place. We got lots of stuff going on, but nothing more important than that. Patreon.
Patreon.com/TADPOG or pisstasters.com.
Taste the piss.
Available exclusively to TADPOG Plus members, is where you can donate money every month. If you'd like to give us money for what we do because you like it and you just want to see us continue to succeed,
And I would like for you to do that.
we want you to do it, and we're grateful to those of you that do.
Mm-hmm.
But in the style of Michelle, I mean, it's cool if you don't. It's fine if you don't.
It is.
I mean, a lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
But it's okay if you don't.
If you don't, that's
It's
fine.
perfectly fine to not donate money. But I mean, just we're telling you. I mean, a lot of people do.
Just think about the people who do.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a list of executive producers that donate $20 or more per month to the Patreon. And I'd like to read their names right now. Starting with, as always, Usurper Grimm, Plinko Nick Price, Cubicle Monkey, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, Louisville correspondent Princess Consuela Banana Hammock, Flavor Trick Terrendal, congratulations on your marriage, Pinball Airplane Archmage Chris Edler, we're sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Drink Smith Joey Webster, and Derek Pope Sandwich. Thank you so much for your donations.
Thank you very much.
Especially just all you fine folks, not just our executive producers, but to all our donors. It's really cool of you to do that for us.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Another big hell yeah to Dane.
Yep. Thanks, Dane.
For putting our show up on YouTube every week. We appreciate you taking time out of your personal life to do that for us. It's been a really big help, and it's nice to know that they're out there for us to sell to people in a way. Sell's not the right word.
I would thank Big Dick Piebaker Chris Vaughn for saving my T Edition stream.
Did that work?
Did he get it?
He
So
worked,
that
yep.
worked, the game
Yep.
genie stuff all
good.
worked? Good.
I sent him my save. He was able to get it into a different emulator, get the Game Genie going, walk through walls, got me out of there, and
Nice.
saved.
Nice.
So
That's
great.
awesome.
Yep.
I feel like there's something I'm supposed to say to somebody in particular, and I mean that. I can't remember. It's like, did I leave the oven on kind of thing. I've got something in my head that I feel like I was going to mention, and I've forgotten. So if you are what would have been the recipient of said thing, I apologize. Please remind me on the Discord when you get a chance so I can be sure to say it. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I don't know.
Now I'm wondering, like, did Ian tell me about this thing?
I
forgot.
I don't know. Doesn't
Regardless, love you guys.
matter. We love you
Had a
all.
lot of fun
Yes.
recording tonight.
I love you too. And that was a good time. So,
Yeah.
Hey, you want to close it out?
well, I want to close it out with a motherfucking jackpot is what I want to do.
All right. So until next time.
Motherfucking jackpot!
Oh.
TADPOG is hosted and produced by Tyler Holland, Dave Moore, and Ian Chandler, and is available wherever fine podcasts are hosted. Have a question or comment for the hosts? Call us at 270-883-2555 and leave us a voicemail. We'll even play it on the show and respond eventually. Want to send us something? You can do that at Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. Sick of us doing all the talking? You can join in on the conversation by visiting our Discord at bit.ly/tadpogdiscord or tastethepiss.com. Not many things are truly free these days, but our Discord is, and we'd love to see you there. Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive, and a link to that track can be found at the show notes at tadpog.com. Thanks for listening, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our show on your favorite podcasting platform. We'd really appreciate it.
Just soaking up this Sour Patch Kids ASMR we got going on.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were wearing your headphones.
Oh, it is visceral. Sounds like really slow sex.